Okay, so here we are in the early years outdoor area. So it's still got familiar things for the children. We won't be using the sand pit because that's too difficult to be able to clean at the end of the day or when children have used it, so that will be closed up. But we've still got things which are familiar to the children. We'll still have the sheds which have got resources which are wipeable for them to be able to use, and we've still got the clipboard and keywords for the children to be able to do. So you'll notice now that this area has got a fence down the middle which we are going to be using to cordon off for 2 bubbles. So the reception children will be using the grassed area here, and the nursery children are the ones who will be using the area over the other side. So obviously when the children come in, they will have lovely resources out and things that they are familiar with which they can continue to use, so it won't be completely different to them, but we will be keeping things that we know we can clean quickly and easily for the children. So a reception bubble will use 1/2 and the nursery bubble will use the other half. So I'll just take you through. See here they've got the reading tent, and they will have their own books which only they use for that week, so they're not sharing books. So I'll take you through to the inside so we can show you what that does look like. So this is actually the entrance for the nursery class, which will be with Mrs. Waters and Mrs. Smith, so that's nice and familiar. We won't be using this cloakroom, so the children in reception class will be using this as their cloakroom area. And then it does look different, but what is good about our reception children, they are used to sitting at tables for their phonics and for writing and for their maths provision. So we have set the tables up so that they are with a little friend, but that they are separated, and then they will have their own resources. So each child has a tray, they have a book, they have a booklet that they're going to work in, they have some resources which we will be adding to during the week, but only they will use their tray of resources, and they're things that we can wipe and clean as well. So the Lego and things like that get put into a pillowcase and washed in the washing machine, and then other things are really easily wiped. So they will have a book or more than one book on their table. They will use those for the week, then it will be put away, wiped down, put away, and they'll get new books that haven't been touched by other children for some time the following week. So a little bit different. We have had to put some resources away. We've had to put soft furnishings and cushions away, which the children have been used to using. And the children will be getting out resources and using those, and they'll be using the outdoors a lot. So that's what that will look like. And the class teacher will go through that with them when they come in. We've all got cleaning stations so that the staff will be constantly cleaning things throughout the day. And we've got an area here ready for some provision. With the toilets, the children have got their own toilets. Let me find the light switch. There we go. So one class, one bubble. The sunshine bubble have their own cubicles. The nursery bubble have their own cubicles, and it's the same with the sink. So a sunshine sink and a rainbow sink, and they won't be using them at the same time. We will be monitoring how many children use the toilet so that we won't have the bubbles crossing over and mixing. So here's the nursery end. It's in the process of being set up, so there's still resources to be set up in here, but you can see still have our familiar home corner and our cot that's now a wipeable one, a wipeable doll which they love to play with. Still got some resources out where they can cook and set out things for tea, things that are wipeable and cleanable. Still got a few books, but again the children will have their books and then they will keep that book, and those books will be put away and changed then, so that the books that they use will be fresh each time. So we've got the displays up that they will have seen before and will be familiar with. Starting to put our visual timetables up for the children, so they will be able to know what's going to be happening and have a little bit of security. Still got the writing area and resources for them, chalkboards. Okay, so a little bit different, but we've tried our best to keep it as familiar as possible. We've got signs for the children to show them how many children at a time can use the resources. So the nursery is still being set up a little bit because we've got a couple more weeks before those children are coming in.